It's time for Portland Wrestling 2000s. Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey wrestling fans, Frank Culbertson here once again on Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like the channel so you don't miss a single moment of great Portland Wrestling 2000's action. And what action we have for you tonight. It's all about this man, Adam Thornstowe. As many of you know, Adam has announced that he is retiring from professional wrestling. And we'll have more on that later on in the show. But first, let's look at a little bit of an early Adam Thornstowe and some transitions that came on.
Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan. Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan. Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan. How much do you need? Are your pockets full of green? Would you give it all away? Did you give it all away? How can you sleep at night? Are you wrong? Are they right? What can you do about it? What will you do about it? Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan. Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan. Deserve what you had, food on the rocks, food on the bed. Did you reap what you sow? When you reap what you sow? Did you change who you are when you bought that big old car? Did you know yourself before you knew yourself? Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan. Give me the strength to change what I can, the power to try what I can, the ignorance not to play the plan.
Adam Thornstowe's body clearly went through a lot of transformations in his time here in Portland Wrestling. Also early in the clip, you see Bulldog Brian Raymond tagging with Adam Thornstowe. Both of them came to us from the recommendations of Dr. Luther. While Raymond didn't stay around, Thornstowe did throughout the entire run of Portland Wrestling in the 2000s. And tonight we're going to show you two matches of Adam Thornstowe versus Lester the Legend. Now, as you know, Lester the Legend and Adam Thornstowe have formed a tremendous tag team, Reno Scum, over the years. Very successful. But in Portland Wrestling, they were bitter enemies. So let's go to those two matches. But first, as heavyweight champion, Adam Thornstowe and Dr. Luther being interviewed by the lovely Lisa Hughes.
Lisa Hughes here with Adam Thornstowe. So, Adam, you have another call to... The champion Adam Thornstowe.
Heavyweight champion.
You've got another cartel member tonight. It's Lester the Legend.
I got another cartel member tonight, and I got another interview with you. Anyways, Lester the Legend, I've beaten you 2 times already, so what I think I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to take this knife, I'm going to cut your chops off, and I'm going to super glue them to my back. And if Vinny Massaro gets in the way, I'm going to cut off his face and wear it as a mask and go to Uncle Sal and be like, look at me, I won the Portland Heavyweight title, and I'm going to rip it off, and I'm going to bring out a body bag with Ugly, Luster, and Vinny's parts all over it. I really don't care. Scum stomp, double stomp, frog splash, you know the deal, Luster. Lay down in the middle of the ring, devastating crossbody from the rafters. Ask Vinny Massaro about it. I'm going to kick your self-righteous ass. And then the AOD's going to go off with this because we have the power and we have the strength by the power of Castle Grayskull.
Wow. So Doc, Derek the Duper seems to have AOD's number.
There's been a lot of yelling going on here week after week, but you know what? The AOD, we don't need to yell. We don't need to freak out. We don't need to hit lockers. We don't need to talk about extreme because you know what? The people of Portland know exactly what the AOD is all about. And you know what the AOD is all about? It's about ending Derek the Duper's reign because I don't like... See, I'm losing control again. I don't like what's going on around here lately. And people say, well, look, there's only 2 members left of the AOD. Well, you know, you got another thing coming. Isadore's going to be back in a few weeks from the Orient, bigger and better than ever. And Sullivan may have injured Skag Rollins. Oh, yeah, you like to touch that, don't ya? Well, you know what? Skag's coming back. He had his ankle operated on. He's going to be a bionic man. He's going to be able to get that 400 pounds and kick a lot harder than he could before. That vertical's going to be at least 5 inches off the ground now, so you better watch it, Sullivan. And as far as my boy right here goes, he may be a lot smaller than he was a few months ago, but he's a lot better. And Lester, you got your hands full because, you know, his mohawk, it's a lot bigger than Lester's, Lisa. You know what else is bigger than Lester's? My ego.
Nice. All right. Don't go anywhere. Right after this commercial break, it's Adam Thornstowe defending his Pacific Northwest title against Lester the Legend.
That's so cool.
Northwest heavyweight champion. Introducing first, the challenger, accompanied at ringside by the Cartel at 255 pounds from the Cartel, Lester the Legend. His opponent and current heavyweight champion at 215 pounds from the AOD, Adam Thornstowe.
There is your Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Adam Thornstowe. Right here in front of us is Vinny Massaro with one of the tag team belts. You know, we understand that we're going to get a word with the Blanchards later tonight, who are the 2 true tag team champions.
Not if you ask Bubba. He's like, ooh, I'm the tag team champions. I got the belt.
2 weeks ago, they defeated the Cartel. Adam Thornstowe.
I don't like that punk.
I am not sure what is going on. This is almost a battle of the hairstyles, if you will, Derek.
Yeah, but look in there. Legend's hairstyle is much bigger. Legend, big like that, and you look at Adam Thornstowe, it's a little tiny thing. It's almost shriveled up.
Oh, please. You look at the Cartel in the ring, the flag from Italy that actually came from Vinny being over there for the World Cup. He has not stopped talking about the World Cup victory by Italy, and it was a tremendous effort by them, but he came back a little bit surprised at what happened with the tag team division and his heavyweight title shot.
Well, you know, it is all of Lester's fault. Lester is the one that cost them the tag team titles. Lester is the one that, if it wasn't for Lester, Ugly could be the heavyweight champion right now.
And let's not forget the third man in the ring, Albert McClure. Oh, quick victory going for by Adam Thornstowe, trying to turn Lester the Legend over. Albert McClure clearly upset. The Cartel intimidating him, talking about his kids. Al won't talk to anybody individually about this situation. He's very, very shaken.
Well, I have talked to Uncle Sal, and as long as Albert McClure does what's right, nothing will ever happen to his kids. Not that they know what happened to the kids or anything.
Lester the Legend going for the Legend shifter right away. Good counter by Adam Thornstowe. Taking him down. This matchup being brought to you by U-Pull and Crazy Jim. 3 great locations for you. Thornstowe up top. There's the cross body block that defeated Vinny Massaro. That could do it. Almost a 3 count. Adam Thornstowe can fly with the best of them. That was, as Dr. Luther says, cross body block from the rafters.
That was not that big of a cross body block. I don't know how he could have ever pinned Vinny like that.
Great matchup being brought to you here on Portland Wrestling by C&W 14 Comcast. Great partners in Portland Wrestling. Next TV taping September 16th. Get out and see all the wrestling action. Adam Thornstowe now with the big drop kick on Luster the Legend. The Legend is down and maybe out. There's almost a 3 count. Al McClure's hand coming down.
Legend, he shouldn't even have this match. I should actually be in there right now with Adam Thornstowe, being the fact that I am the only undefeated wrestler here in Portland Wrestling. I'm completely undefeated. I should be the #1 contender, but, you know, Uncle Sal working his magic, talking to the BOD. Luster got his title fight, so, you know, I'm going to give it up to Luster. I wish him the best.
Well, you can see the cartel was ordered to the back of the start of this match. Adam Thornstowe now has got Luster out going for the suplex on the floor. Blocked. Luster has got him up. It's blocked again. Both men. There's a big suplex outside by Adam Thornstowe.
My God.
So I was mentioning Albert McClure, even though he's been intimidated, ordered the cartel to the back for this matchup.
Uncle Sal's not going to be happy, and I honestly don't think Al's kids might be happy after this either.
Double stomp off the ring apron onto Luster the Legend. That probably broke his ribs there, Derek.
Or crushed his sternum. I mean, if you saw it, he was just spitting up stuff. It might have been blood that he was spitting up. This match could be over quite quickly.
Now Luster the Legend. Oh, what size! He drove Adam Thornstowe's back right into the ring apron there. And now he's got him up, setting him up for a power bomb. He's got him in a crucifix. Running. Oh, my goodness. Dropped him right outside the ring. Unbelievable move by Luster the Legend. He really threw him down there.
That's why Luster the Legend is the hitman of the cartel. He goes out there, he does the dirty work, and tonight he's going to get paid big time if he can beat that man, Adam Thornstowe, or whatever the hell his name is.
Adam Thornstowe has to the count of 20 to get back in. If he does not, it will be a count out, and the bell will not change hands. So Luster the Legend, without the cartel out here, the brains, if you will, of Vinny Massaro and Big Ugly, he picks him up and rolls him back in. Could have been a mistake by Luster the Legend.
Well, I don't think Adam's head's in it. He's too busy out there flirting with Lisa in the back. He's so obsessed with her. I talked to Lisa earlier. She might have to get a restraining order. She said he's been stalking. He's been sitting out in front of her apartment. He's getting kind of creepy, Frank, if you know what I mean.
Well, Luster now with big chops on Adam Thornstowe. Fans, Portland Wrestling would also like to thank David Walker and Willamette Week for listing us in their Finder magazine of things to do in Portland, Oregon. If you need a place to go, a place to eat, a place to stay, music you want to listen to, pick up the Willamette Week Finder and watch for Portland Wrestling on PortlandWrestlingTV.com for upcoming information with the Willamette Week.
Well, you know, this is the only place to come out and have fun. The rest of Portland's out there like eating granola and hugging trees because that's the pastime of all these dirty hippies here.
Well, that would be Cosmic River, and I don't think he's a tree hugger. But you could see the fans are chanting AOD, AOD, but Thornstowe trying to come back. But this is Luster the Legend's ball game right now. He's got the size advantage, the height, and he is very, very focused, it seems.
Oh, this match won't take long. Luster has been beaten the last 2 times by Adam, but I talked to the cartel in the back. Luster's ready. He knows how to beat Adam Thornstowe this time.
Is this the time, as Derek just said, that Luster the Legend will become the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, or will Adam Thornstowe retain his title? We'll find out right after this commercial timeout. Luster the Legend and Adam Thornstowe have been brawling through the commercial break outside, rolling in to break the count, but going back out. This is a matchup that is going all over Cleaver National Guard Armory, Derek.
Albert better not count Luster out if he knows what's good for his family.
Next week, it is the big tag team championship matchup. Look at Thornstowe. Oh, double stop to the back of the head. How can he survive that?
That is brain damage instantaneously.
That was almost a 3 count. Unbelievable move by Adam Thornstowe. So I was mentioning next week here, it's the tag team championship with the Blanchards versus the Cartel versus the Conglomerate.
Yes, the new tag team champions of the world. I can hear Ken Stillwell say it. The Conglomerate.
Big back body drop, if you ask me. by Luster the Legend on Adam Thornstowe. But that will be a great matchup. Reichten and Lexau are really on top of their game.
And we've been working with them, constantly working with the double team moves. They are ready. The Blanchards aren't on the same page. The Cartel's not on the same page, but the Conglomerate is.
Curb stomp. You can see he's got Luster set up for, drives his face right into the mat.
You see the side of Luster's head? It looks like his brain's exposed or something.
Well, here comes the Cartel, and here is Big Ugly. Down goes Big Ugly. Luster the Legend down. Vinny Massaro now down. Luster in trouble in the middle of the ring. Adam Thornstowe setting him up. Goes over. Double dive flip by Adam Thornstowe. Takes out Big Ugly and Vinny Massaro. This is the type of thing that keeps him the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion. That won him the championship. Thornstowe in trouble. Was caught in the Legend Shifter in the ring.
Oh, it's over.
He has got him hooked in. Nobody has ever got out of this. But look at Thornstowe. Breaks the hold for the first time.
That was a huge mistake.
Heart punch by Luster the Legend. Shades of Stan Stasiak, the man.
Huge mistake by Adam Thornstowe, paying attention to the Cartel outside the ring when his opponent is Luster the Legend, who's just locked on the Legend Shifter once again. This match is over. Just ring the bell right now, Frank.
2 Legend Shifters. And then the heart punch. There it is, the leg sweep. He turns it over. Adam Thornstowe in a lot of trouble. Adam Thornstowe, he is not out. You can see he's fighting it. Vinny Massaro is yelling at Al. And look at Ugly pointing to him.
Adam is out.
No, he is fighting. What?
He's out. His arm dropped 3 times.
Albert McClure has taken his hand and thrown it down.
We have a new Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion. It is named Luster the Legend.
No, that Al McClure, I understand what he's going through, but he took Thornstowe's hand and threw it down.
No,
Thornstowe had it broken.
You missed it. Adam had his arm up once, it dropped down, up twice, dropped down.
Not.
The third time he went up there and his arm dropped down. I was just making sure that his hand was okay. Make sure he didn't have a broken
absolutely
arm.
Not. Let's replay that right now.
No.
Let's replay that.
What are you talking about? No.
Look, there is his hand is up. It's up the second time.
I don't see that.
His hand was up the third time. We just replayed it. It was up the third time. I'm not sure what is going on.
Good job, Adam. Good job. I'm glad you're representing the AOD. Bunch of losers, just like you lost stock.
You would be upset too. Adam Thornstowe was just screwed out of this. Al McClure walking to the back. He took his hand and threw it down a third time.
If I was heavyweight champion of the world, I wouldn't be giving up like that and letting my arm drop 3 times.
Unbelievable. Luster the Legend, the new Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion. But who's walking away with the belt? Vinny Massaro.
The boss always carries the gold.
Luster wants his belt. Luster's got it. They're going to the back. Wow.
Vinny's being nice. He's going to let Luster carry it to the back. But as soon as I get back there, Luster's going to have to shine it up and hand it right over to Vinny.
A tough loss for Adam Thornstowe as the Cartel, up to shenanigans once again, takes the heavyweight title, and now they own all the gold in Portland Wrestling. But that's not the end of the matches between Adam Thornstowe and Luster the Legend. So let's go to Thornstowe, Luster number 2. Let's hear from the Army of Darkness.
Portland Wrestling CNW 14, brought to you by the great folks out of U-Pullet. Tonight, it is AOD in every match. It is going to be Adam Thornstowe taking on Luster the Legend. It is going to be the big man, Paul Isadora, taking on Sideshow. And in the main event, it is going to be the Cartel defending the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship in a lumberjack match against the Army of Darkness, Skag Rollins, and Dr. Luther. Let's start with Paul. You have Sideshow tonight.
Sideshow, I just have one thing for you.
One thing!
I'm big, you're small. I win, you lose.
Loser, Sideshow freak!
Straight into the point. Thornstowe, you and Luster the Legend. Luster has been on a real roll here in Portland Wrestling.
Real roll, shut up and I'll take it from you. Luster the Legend, you can go buy all the spikes you want to. You can go in the mirror and make your hair look pretty every day. You look in this face, you call me a pretty boy. Luster the Legend, in that ring, I'm going to rip your jaw open. I'm going to spit down your throat. I'm going to break your bones. I'm going to do away with your carcass. And there's nothing else to it, Luster, because I'm crazy. I'm a rock legend scum, and I'm AOD forever.
Skag Rollins.
Yeah, well. You know something, Frank Culbertson? If this was months ago, you know what would have happened? When the Big Ugly and Vinny Massaro took their belts and ran and hid, what would have happened is I would have went to the grappler and I would have whined and he would have talked about how great he used to be, and then we go to the board of directors and I'd come out here and whine for weeks and weeks and weeks and everything like that. But you see, because I made the decision, because I signed everything away to Dr. Luther, I don't have to put up with that anymore. Tonight, Cartel, you have nowhere to run. You have nowhere to run because that ring is going to be surrounded, not just with lumberjacks from Portland Wrestling, it's going to be surrounded by all the fans of the Army of Darkness.
Doc, it's a big shot. You for the tag team titles with Skag Rollins.
You know what? Tonight, lumberjack match. The AOD will be around the ring. The other wrestlers from the back will be around the ring. And as Skag said, the hundreds of fans out in the audience, the thousands of fans at home watching, will be around that ring. And what are the Cartel going to have? A couple misfits that they think they can get to come and join them for one night and be a lumberjack? The Cartel Lumberjacks, the Carjacks, whatever they want to call themselves. And what? Both their fans are going to be around the ring watching? Well, I'm telling them, after tonight, the Portland Wrestling Tag Team Championships of the world will be around the AOD waist for all four of us to once again hold proud, because the AOD are the true world champions of the world.
That's Dr. Luther. You're never sure what.
And we're gonna let the good times roll, Frank.
Big-breasted blonde chicks.
Pointed remarks by the Army of Darkness there. I should mention, in the previous match, that was Derek Drexel on commentary with me. And if you want to know someone who has gone through a transformation in professional wrestling, no one better than Derek Drexel. And we have a great episode on him coming up very soon here on Portland Wrestling 2000s. As we say, subscribe and like so you don't miss a single moment of that great action here on Portland Wrestling 2000s. But now let's go to the Cartel and their response to what the AOD had to say. And they're being interviewed by Gilbert Corsi of WDRB in Louisville, Kentucky, a news anchor, an award-winning news anchor, I should say, and one of Jim Cornette's very favorite newscasters. Gilbert got his start here in Portland Wrestling, and he's here with the Cartel.
Lester the Legend, let's bring you in here, sir. You are undefeated here in Portland Wrestling, and tonight, win streak continuing?
You got that right. Adam Thornstowe, it doesn't matter how many tattoos you get, you're still a pretty boy to me. And I'm not here to look pretty, I'm here to beat people up. So tonight, when it's all over, I'm walking out the winner, you're walking out the loser. AOD, I got my boomstick right here, daddy, and it's loaded, and it's got a hair trigger. So get ready, Thornstowe. That's all.
The Cartel later in a lumberjack match against Skag Rollins and Dr. Luther, but up next, it's Lester the Legend and Adam Thornstowe. Let's send it to the ring.
This match is scheduled for one fall, weighing at 255 pounds, representing the Cartel, Lester the Legend. His opponent at 213 pounds from the AOD, Adam Thornstowe.
Jim Valley, what a tremendous matchup this is going to be. Adam Thornstowe, a spike here himself against the man with the biggest spike in Portland Wrestling. In wrestling, Lester the Legend.
Battle of the Mohawks here is also, more importantly, a battle of the Cartel against the Army of Darkness. Something the fans are wanting to see, and we're going to see it here tonight on Portland Wrestling. This is going to be a brawl.
There is no wrestling action right in this. It is blow after blow. Both men standing toe to toe. He's holding on. on to the hair of Luster the Legend. Good move by Thornstowe.
Can you blame him? That thing is just standing out there. He looks like a shark.
Luster the Legend outside took tremendous punches from Thornstowe. Thornstowe's sliding baseball kick out. Luster the Legend's down. Well, I am still stunned by what we have just heard from Derek Drexel, and now he's out scouting talent, taking some notes on a beautiful Palm Pilot, I believe, over there.
I just want to know, watch out! Oh, goodness gracious!
Oh, now he just drops him down.
Right into the ring post, into a power bomb. That has got to be devastating on the spine of Adam Thornstowe.
Well, the cartel definitely has been priming Luster to be a little more vicious. Coming up next, fans, we will have the lumberjack match for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. Another match the fans have been clamoring about.
That is going to be amazing as the AOD is going to get in the ring with the cartel and the gold is on the line. And this time, Vinny Massaro and Big Ugly can't run away because the lumberjacks are going to keep them in the ring where they belong.
That's going to be a great matchup here on Portland Wrestling. Another one in the ring right now. If you miss any of the action, make sure to get to Video on Demand to watch Portland Wrestling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, absolutely for free.
I'm going to use On Demand just to see Derek Drexel's suit again. That thing is...
Look at his resplendent and bright.
That thing is just pimping.
Doing a good job, man. You too, Jim. Good job.
Derek's just giving us cash, Jim.
Look at that. That's nice. Maybe I'll go and buy myself some duds. But I don't think they have stuff like that at the Men's Warehouse, do they?
I don't think so. Luster right now, that's his size advantage. Got him in a bear hug. The size of his arms, Jim, and the height has really got Thornstowe in a bad way.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, big men throughout wrestling history have utilized that bear hug to their advantage for decades, and Luster the Legend is no exception.
Well, speaking of big men, big knee lift flips Thornstowe right over. Derek Drexel clapping for that. Maybe he's going to buy the cartel.
Maybe, or maybe he's going to buy Luster from the cartel. Who knows?
Well, some of the mistakes Luster has made lately in contract negotiations, that might be available. But now a rake across the eyes with the bootlaces, a la the ladies' choice.
I'll tell you what, Adam Thornstowe has really got a tall order here in the Luster the Legend. You know, the Army of Darkness has really been on fire here lately in the Pacific Northwest. So has the cartel. You know, what's going to happen when these two forces meet? You know, something has got to give.
Absolutely. Look at the chest of Adam Thornstowe. Beat red from the chops by Luster the Legend. Big double chop puts him right down. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Last week here on Portland Wrestling, we saw the Blanchards in action with the winner of their match against Team Hell getting a #1 contenders matchup. We'll talk about that right after this commercial timeout from some of our great sponsors here on Portland Wrestling. We were mentioning before the break, the Blanchards now the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship. Their 90-day contract or punishment, if you will, is up in 6 days. They get the winner of the matchup, the main event next, Cartel AOD.
I'll tell you what, you know, a lot of times you just get lucky, and the Blanchards are lucky. They're the #1 contenders at the time that their punishment is ending. You know they are hungry to hand those titles over. AOD or the Cartel against the Blanchards, that is going to be a tremendous matchup.
It is the tag team division in Portland Wrestling getting better and stronger. Although it appears we might have lost Team Hell, we haven't actually heard from Damon Scythe since the chair shot that he took. Jason Sullivan not returning calls or emails. Very, very upset after last week's show. But maybe Derek Drexel is going to be bringing in a tag team.
You never know. You know, I mean, I can think of big power slam by Luster the Legend. You know, I can't pick 5 tag teams out in any national organization off the top of my head. Tag team wrestling here in Portland Wrestling is hot, it's healthy, and it's exciting.
And it's going to get even better, as I understand that Cowboy, Lone Star John Pitman is going to be bringing in his tag team partner in the next couple of weeks, and that should really shake up things once again. Derek Drexel has been really applauding Luster the Legend. I think Vinny and Big Ugly might have a little concern here, but look at Thornstowe firing back. He is filled with rage right now, Jim.
I'll tell you what, that Yakuza kick, that Mafia kick by Luster appeared to do the damage, but Adam Thornstowe, big back body drop, Adam Thornstowe airbound, courtesy of Luster the Legend.
Luster threw him almost up, hit the TV lights up in the ceiling here, Jim. That was a tremendous back body drop.
That is as big a back body drop as you are going to see in this business. You know, with the addition of Paul Isadora into the Army of Darkness, I will also be excited to see Luster, the big man from the cartel, face off against Paul Isadora as well.
Well, we've seen Isadora take on Brian Zane, move up to a man the size of Sideshow, but a man the size of Luster the Legend, that would be a tremendous matchup, Jim. You are absolutely correct.
Hopefully the board of directors someday will be able to sign that match. Definitely one of the many dream matches here in Portland Wrestling is Luster the Legend just putting the boots down to Adam Thornstowe.
I understand that wrestlers from all over the United States, all over the world, in Canada, Mexico, have been sending in their tapes, their resumes to the board of directors, wanting to enter the tournament for the light heavyweight championship belt that sits here in front of me. That used to be SPW belt. Caden Matthews won, turned it into the light heavyweight belt of Portland Wrestling. I understand Bonsai Bruce has signed. He will be back for that tournament. Chupacabra has signed. Several other national stars, world stars signing, and maybe Derek Drexel will bring someone in.
Tell you what, when you talk about cruiserweights or junior heavyweights or the X division or lightning division, whatever you want to call it, it is some of the most exciting, high-flying, athletic action you're going to find anywhere. And when that belt is on the line, that is going to be very exciting for Portland Wrestling.
Absolutely. We saw Chupacabra in action last week against Rick Luttrell. A tremendous victory for Chupacabra. Now, big shoulder tackle. Did you see him leave his feet, Jim?
I'm surprised Adam Thornstowe didn't lose his lunch when it came to that. What is Derek Drexel doing? He's throwing around money.
Luster just kicked it away.
Does he think he's at the Acropolis just throwing money up there in the ring like that? What are you doing?
Sure. He's going for the pin. He's got Thornstowe down now. That's two, but Thornstowe able to barely kick out. He doesn't accept money. He knows where his loyalty lies. The cartel was to see that, Jim. He'd be gone.
Uncle Sal would not be happy about that. He'd be buying him some cement shoes.
Absolutely. We mentioned LC a little bit ago. He might join LC in the foundation business, if you know what I mean.
Well, you know, we talked about earlier the Mohawks of Adam Thornstowe and Luster the Legend, but just a moment ago, Adam Thornstowe using the facial hair of Luster the Legend to his advantage, grabbing onto those big, I guess those are chops. I don't know.
That's a mutton chop there, Jim, I do believe.
It looks more like a side of beef on the side of the face of Luster the Legend.
The man is big enough for a whole side of beef. Luster the Legend now backing off as the referee breaks the count in the corner. Thornstowe now taking the big man down, kicking on the back of Luster's leg. Good move by Thornstowe.
You know, Dr. Luther, definitely the leader of the AOD. There's no doubt about it, but I would argue that the heart and soul of the Army of Darkness is in Adam Thornstowe. He is just not giving up as he takes on the much larger, possibly much stronger Luster the Legend. But wait a second!
It's the curb stomp coming up. He's got him. He's got both arms.
Luster's fighting. He knows what's coming. Like a lamb being led to the slaughter. Luster knows.
There it is. The curb stomp once again by Adam Thornstowe. Luster has bit a bit of the concrete.
I'll tell you what, I don't care how big, how bad you are. When that curb stomp comes, you go down, and chances are you're going to leave some teeth on the canvas.
There he is. Thornstowe. Oh, double stomp off the top rope. Oh, my goodness. It is all over.
Wow, look at that.
What in the world was that?
A bloody nose from the curb stomp, just the kind of damage you can see on the face there of Luster the Legend, and a victorious Adam Thornstowe, and all the AOD Army of Darkness fans love it.
Oh my goodness, Luster the Legend took a double stomp off the top rope, Jim.
And it's a testament to his strength that he's actually standing. I think that would have beaten any man in this business, and I don't know if Uncle Sal is going to be very happy about that, but I think Luster knows he's in big trouble.
Absolutely. Fans, speaking of big trouble, we're going to go to Caden Matthews and the Blanchards in the back after this commercial timeout. We will be back then with the main event, the Cartel versus the AOD. Don't go away. It's Portland Wrestling the way it should be, along with Derek Drexel, still with some dollars.
Yeah, not dressed the way you should be, though.
A hard-fought victory with the curb stomp by Adam Thornstowe over Luster the Legend. Of course, joining me on commentary was Jim Valley. Jim is on Wrestling Observer Live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Be sure to tune in because Jim brings you the very best in professional wrestling podcasting on Wrestling Observer Live every Saturday, 10 a.m. And coming up next, Jim's going to join me for a tag team match. It's going to be Adam Thornstowe and a very dapper Skag Rollins against Cowboy Pitman making his debut in Portland Wrestling and Cosmic River. And we just finished the Cosmic River episode. Go back and watch that here on the Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel. The movie Brokeback Mountain had just come out. And if you were at an indie show back in those days and you were a cowboy gimmick, you knew what the crowd was going to chant. So remember that as you watch this match. It's Adam Thornstowe in tag team action with a dapper Skag Rollins.
This tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring at a total combined weight of 359 pounds. Lone Star, Jonathan Pitman, and Cosmic River. And the opponents from the AOD at a total combined weight of 535 pounds. Skag Rollins and Adam Thornstowe.
There they are, the new AOD. Skag Rollins and Adam Thornstowe against this tag team of Lone Star John Pitman from Texas and Cosmic River from Haight-Ashbury. Jim, this tag team has got their work cut out for them against the AOD.
You know something? It's an odd combination having a cowboy and a hippie together, but I got to tell you, it's still just as odd to me to see Skag Rollins and the AOD. I don't know which team is stranger, seriously.
And I am not sure Adam Thornstowe, this is the first time he is tagging with Skag Rollins. We saw Skag and Doc against the Cartel, but you got to wonder if he can really, in his heart of hearts, trust Skag Rollins.
We'll see what happens. By the way, did I actually see a smile cross Skag Rollins' face? I don't think I've ever seen that before either.
I think it's the new hat.
The pimp hat.
That might be what it is. Lone Star John Pitman comes in with a big reputation, Jim, from Texas. Him and his normal tag team partner, who I understand will be making his debut here in Portland Wrestling in a few short weeks, have been running roughshod down in Texas. He's finishing up some business. Pitman tonight teamed with Cosmic River. He looks none too happy.
No, he doesn't look happy about it at all. I mean, you got to understand, Pitman's a long, tall Texan, and you see this hippie here from Haight-Ashbury, and it's a lifestyle that is foreign to John, and a lifestyle that Pitman doesn't understand nor like.
Thornstowe up here in the ringside is holding on to the tag team rope, trying to pull it off. Thornstowe's a little bit of a loose cannon himself.
I'll tell you what, like I've said before, this is a different Adam Thornstowe than first debuted here in Portland Wrestling. Since he's been under the tutelage of the AOD and Dr. Luther, he has really come out of his shell.
Speaking out of his shell, Skag Rollins wrestling in a hat tonight. I mean, Cosmic is wearing a hood, I guess, but a hat?
Maybe it's what the stylish wrestler is wearing this year. Has someone talked to Mr. Blackwell?
It should go on what not to wear, maybe. But right now you see Thornstowe trying to encourage Skag Rollins. He's trying to get Cosmic River to tag in and make Lone Star make his Portland Wrestling debut.
Well, there must be a lot of people who watched the Academy Awards a couple of months ago because people are chanting Brokeback Mountain.
I am not sure. Look at him. He has cover in his ears.
They must be film buffs.
That might be what it is. Yeah, that show got jobbed as well.
It made it, but John Pitman, Lone Star John Pitman, hates the chant Brokeback Mountain.
Well, you talked to him before the matches. I saw you sitting down talking with him. He is through and through a cowboy. He rides, he ropes, he brands, and the Brokeback Mountain is as far as what's that? Cosmic River stole the hat of Skag Rollins.
This match is already one of the weirdest spectacles I think I've ever seen in my life. From the Brokeback chants to the hippie teaming with the cowboy to the pimp hat. This is...
Well, up until last week...
It's Portland Wrestling is what it is.
Up until last week when Cosmic River ran into that buzzsaw that is Dr. Luther, he had been on a real winning streak, as we mentioned, on the dark matches. He's showing the peace sign. I'm sure he doesn't know where he is, except for in some sort of a wrestling ring right now. Adam Thornstowe with an awful quick tag to Skag Rollins there. Back in. Looks like Skag going to do the yeoman's work here tonight. But Cosmic River had been on a winning streak, Jim. Earned a shot here at the big time. Dr. Luther and now Skag and Thornstowe.
It's quite a spectacle here, and I agree with you. Cosmic River is a great, young, talented athlete, but at the same time, it's like he always does the peace sign, and it seems nothing really quite connects with him.
Wow, what he connected
Except
with.
Skag Rollins.
What he connected with right there was the mat. Referee Albert McClure checking on him. Oh, Skag Rollins just stepping on the young man, and now drops all that weight right down on him.
I'll tell you what, the only thing I know is that Cosmic River arrives here in this van, and they must have muffler problems because every time they open up the door when they get here, all this smoke pours out.
Yeah, that's that VW you can hear coming from miles away.
He should go to Cars to Go and get a new one, I think.
That might be. Oh, my goodness. Cosmic River now taking a boot to the head by Skag Rollins. They're just really toying with the young man right now. Lone Star John Pitman hasn't even got tagged in yet.
Looks like Adam and Skag are having some fun here. You can see him smiling, having a good time, but the one person not having a good time in this match, aside from the hippie, is Lone Star John Pitman.
He's going for the curb stop right now. Oh, my goodness. Stomps his head right into the mat.
That move always makes me cringe.
It makes Cosmic River cringe as well.
It makes dentists happy, however. And look at that, Adam Thornstowe just challenging Pitman to get in the ring.
And in comes Lone Star John Pitman making his Portland Wrestling debut. But look at the eyes of John Pitman. He is serious about taking this AOD to task.
And like you said, you know, John Pitman from Texas, the herding, the roping, and everything, he looks at a guy like Adam Thornstowe and just sees a street punk.
Absolutely, and Cowboys and Street Punks don't add up to best of friends. Now Skag Rollins tagged in again. Fans still to come tonight. The SBW X Division Championship. Big Ugly taking on Caden Matthews in your main event up next here on Portland Wrestling. Great action top to bottom, Jim.
That is going to be a tremendous match. Caden Matthews has held that belt before. Can he get it back from Big Ugly tonight? We'll find out.
Now Skag Rollins just setting Lone Star up against the ropes and a hard chop. Down goes John Pitman.
That guy is tough as a leather, as they say.
And Skag Rollins just tagged in Cosmic River. I think he'll take on both men right now. Pitman off into the ropes. Sleeper hold by Skag Rollins. He really looks like he's got it locked in there.
Yeah, Skag has got that thing locked in as well as I've seen any sleeper hold, and Brokeback Mountain or not, it is maybe nighty-night time for Lone Star John Pitman.
Well, the size of Skag's arms really helps him as he is able to really cut off the oxygen flow, but now Pitman goes for the shortcut, the low blow to the Netherlands, if you will.
He
now
cut him off at the pass.
He's got him Skag into the corner. Boot to the midsection slows him up.
For the Texas Panhandle. Ooh, missed with the kick. Skag able to block that.
Oh, it just slaps down John Pitman.
Skag is every bit the ring general in that ring. He knows what's going on. You can make fun of his conditioning all you want, but you're not going to be laughing for very long because he's going to take it to you.
Skag with a hard chop, and now Thornstowe coming in. Fans, you know the SPW title up next. Next week on Portland Wrestling, you will see the Blanchards taking on Team Hell in a big tag team grudge match. That's if Team Hell can get to the ring together.
Yeah, a lot of dissension there in Team Hell. You know, the grappler's gone. Jason Sullivan seems very frustrated, and I got to be honest, Damon Scythe is maybe not even holding his end of the bargain up right now.
Well, that's Jason Sullivan's opinion. Oh my goodness, what a drop kick by Adam Thornstowe. Tremendous height.
Look at that. As he tags in Skag Rollins, Adam Thornstowe says, beat him.
Thornstowe talking down to us once again in some of that street punk language. I'm not sure what he just said.
Why kids these days? He said beat him. He wants Skag to put this thing to bed and take John Pitman out of the match here. But Pitman is not going to go lightly. Nice kick there. Heads up maneuver by Lone Star John Pitman, and he's putting the boots to Skag Rollins country style.
Yes.
Wait a second. There's that bull rope.
This guy's got the bull rope. And
a very frustrated John Pitman.
Cosmic River won't let him use a German suplex by Adam Thornstowe, and he's going to hit Thornstowe with it. He misses. Drop kick puts Pitman down, and now the hippie in the ring all by himself. Pitman down outside. It is Cosmic River that is Lone Star by himself right now.
Cosmic River tried to stop Lone Star from doing something stupid, and it looks like Cosmic River did something foolish himself.
Sit down pin by Skag Rollins, and that is it. A drop kick off the top rope onto the prone. Cosmic River has done it in for the team of Lone Star.
I questioned whether or not Skag could work with Adam Thornstowe, and I think I was wrong. It looks like he's very firmly in the camp in the Army of Darkness.
Absolutely. Tremendous matchup. Fans, we need to go to that commercial timeout. Listen to the fans chant AOD, Jim.
It is huge. I'll tell you what, there is nothing more popular right now in Portland wrestling than Dr. Luther and the Army of Darkness. You hear it, it's like nothing you've ever heard. You need to be down here live.
Who would have thought the fans would ever chant for Skag Rollins?
Or Dr. Luther, for that matter.
Cosmic River coming out on the short end once again here on Portland Wrestling 2000s. Be sure to go back and watch the previous episode of Cosmic River. Find out who Cosmic River has become in professional wrestling. You'll be surprised. His career is really taking off. And go back and watch some of the Cartel episodes too, where you'll see more of Adam Thornstowe in action with the Cartel and the Army of Darkness, including the pay-per-view tables, ladders, and chair match that has to be seen to be believed. And speaking of being seen, we're going to show you this match. This is a never-before-seen match coming from Bellingham, Washington, for the pilot that was shot for Breakthrough Wrestling that never took off. But it's a great match. It's Adam Thornstowe versus King Kash. And so let's just go to that. Matt Farmer and Jim Valley calling the action from Bellingham, Washington.
My name's Adam Thornstowe, 2015 King of Indies from Reno, Nevada. Been wrestling for 15 years. I'm known to use tombstone pile driver and top rope double stomp. Tonight I'm going to put someone's head into the mat with either my foot or just dropping down on it. Make an impact here tonight. Tonight you can expect everybody to be at the merch line for Adam Thornstowe's stuff when everything's said and done.
خشایار میرزایی تهران ایران 3 سال با پای خش امشب من میبرم و بهتون شما بهترین خوشگیر منم.
Breakthrough Wrestling is on the air. I'm Jim Valley along with the expert Mr. Wrestling Matt Farmer.
Yes.
And the crowd is electrified for Adam Thornstowe. Adam Thornstowe, Reno Scum, who has really been making his mark the past few years in global wrestling, in Ring of Honor, and the 2015 King of the Indies.
I'm telling you right now, if you're not familiar with this man, you're going to see something special tonight. He has been proving his worth all across the world. Not only is he exciting, he's also a veteran of the ring. We're in for a treat tonight, Jim.
He takes risks. He can ground and pound as well. He is one of the toughest wrestlers you're going to find anywhere, and he's here in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling.
Adam's got he's got a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. He's got the speed, he's got the strength, massively strong, and he's willing to take all the risks you're going to believe.
He and his tag team partner, Reno Scum, have competed all over the world. You may have seen them in Global Force Wrestling, and we are happy to have one half of Reno Scum, Adam Thornstowe, here in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling. His opponent tonight, I don't know how thrilled I am to have this guy.
I don't know what he just said, but King Kash, all the way from Tehran, Iran. And this is no gimmick. He's really from Tehran, Iran.
He speaks fluent Persian.
Well, he is the Persian prince. King Kash, I'll tell you what. I call him King Kash because I can't pronounce his entire name. This guy, 20 years old. He's a prodigy, the Persian prodigy. He's got a lot to prove against a veteran like Adam Thornstowe, but I think we're going to see great things out of King Kash tonight.
Well, here's the thing with him, though. He's very talented. You'll see that tonight here in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling, but he's got this big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like Colin Kaepernick. He's got a lot of skills. He's had a lot of opportunities, but he's angry.
Yeah, and what's crazy is for somebody at the age of 20 years old,
195 pounds.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Reno, Nevada, weighing 216 pounds, Adam Thornstowe. Look at that athleticism by Adam Thornstowe. This is a great first match for Breakthrough Wrestling?
It's going to surprise everybody.
I don't know who has more disdain, the fans for King Kash or King Kash for the fans.
You know what? It's weird. You talked about earlier about King Kash having this chip on his shoulder. And it's amazing, somebody at 20 years old to have a chip on his shoulder like he does. He's got something to prove, not only to us, but I think he has something to prove to himself. And I think that might be why he has such a big chip on his shoulder.
You know, I'm all about freedom of expression, and you should have the right to do that, but we have a right to disagree with them. And as the saying goes, America, love it or leave it, pal.
Very true. We talked about the accomplishments of Adam Thornstowe. 20 years in already, King Kash himself, he's appeared on SmackDown. In fact, on his debut on SmackDown, he gave Enzo Amore and Big Cass a major fight in a dark match about 3 months ago. So he has actually had a lot of accomplishments so early in his young career.
And yet he's bitter and angry.
Bitter and angry.
Battling for the top wrist lock now, Adam Thornstowe and King Kash. Nice chain wrestling there. Both these guys very grounded. Lots of skills. Lots of skills. Look at that. Adam Thornstowe, a little much for King Kash to handle. King Kash is taking a break.
More Breakthrough Wrestling right after this.
You know, Adam's one of those guys you don't want to mess with. He's the kind of guy you don't want to meet in the dark alley. He's a very talented wrestler, but he's got a mean streak. He tries to play by the rules, but you push him a little far, you push him far enough, and he will fight back as dirty as anybody.
No doubt about it, the fans may cheer Adam Thornstowe, but that doesn't mean he's a purely 100% scientific wrestler.
Oh! Massive drop kick from Adam Thornstowe. You don't get the nickname Reno Scum for being a nice guy.
2015 King of the Indies, one of the most prestigious tournaments in all of professional wrestling. Adam Thornstowe has been doing it a long time, and he is showing exactly why he is having a breakout time here in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling.
One more for good measure.
Look at that. Oh! Fighting the Iranian. Adam Thornstowe channeling his inner hacksaw Jim Duggan.
What's your take on King Kash's boots?
Well, it's definitely a throwback to the Iron Sheik and Abdullah the Butcher and the original Sheik Ed Farhat. So it's a long tradition of Persian wrestlers and the curled-toed boots. This is my first time seeing King Kash, so I don't know if he's known to load the boot or not.
I don't know, but really, a guy like King Kash, he has a great pedigree. Came from Iran at a young age. Was trained by the legendary Buddy Wayne and Rip Rogers, so you know he knows what he's doing in the ring. But I think somebody like Adam Thornstowe, who we just saw deliver a massive chop there in the corner, Adam Thornstowe is a complete veteran.
He is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling, no doubt about it. And all of these matches incredibly important. Win, lose, you need to impress people. Right on the back of the external occipital protuberance.
If we have
R.I.P. Gorilla Monsoon.
There you go, Jim. There you go. If we have any sponsors from chiropractic offices, we need one right now. He needs an adjustment.
You know, and Adam Thornstowe has made his name. King Kash trying to make his name, and a win over Adam Thornstowe will do just that. As I said, we are building our way toward the Breakthrough Pro Wrestling tournaments. The men's tournament, you need to win to get a good seed, the A or the B bracket. And even if you don't win, there's no guarantee. You still need to impress so you can make it in that tournament and get a good seed.
Very much so. And this tournament is stacked. The lineup for Breakthrough Pro is stacked. I mean, we've got some great talent. Not only the two in the ring, but we've got guys like Tyler Bateman, Nicole Matthews, world famous Nicole Matthews, Carl Cunningham, Jeff Cobb, Ethan HD. Stacked lineup.
One of the best rosters you will find anywhere in pro wrestling. Look at that. King Kash pretty good with his hands.
Yes. You know, coming into this match, I expected a wrestling match, but it's almost turning into a fight.
These guys have got a lot to prove. They have got to make an impression here. The first ever match in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling, and these guys, someone wants to put a W next to their name. King Kash not taking anything from referee Dominic Hess.
I can't think of two better wrestlers for the debut of Breakthrough Wrestling.
This is what we're all about. Sure, these guys have got some personality and some showmanship, but they are grounded in pro wrestling, and you can see it here, just laying everything in. This is a great match. Solid, exciting. It is what Breakthrough Pro Wrestling is all about.
Oh, there we go. I don't think the fans here at Breakthrough Pro are very enthralled with what King Kash is doing.
Can you blame him? Here he is benefiting from all of the freedom and all the things we have here in America, North America, Canada, the United States. And I don't know. I really wish he could find his way and not be so angry all the time.
I can feel those chops on my chest, Jim.
Beautiful belly to back, very nice.
It seems to me like King Kash has got an answer for every single thing that Adam brings to him.
You know, and that's the thing. When you can establish yourself, people can study your tapes and study your past matches. And clearly, King Kash has done his homework. You got to give him credit for that.
You have to, yes. He's been watching his Ring of Honor tapes. You know, I've had an opportunity to see Adam Thornstowe compete with Ring of Honor numerous times. And he's got a mark on his chest. King Kash wants to make a name, and he wants to make a name tonight here in Breakthrough Wrestling. And I think Adam Thornstowe is the guy he wants to make his name off of.
I'll tell you what, even if he doesn't win here tonight, it looks like he will, but even if he doesn't, he has made a statement here for Breakthrough Pro Wrestling. He is going to be a force to reckon with going forward, no question about it.
I know all the men and the women in the back, in the dressing rooms, they're watching this on the monitors right now, and I know they are not looking forward to having to face King Kash in this tournament.
Adam Thornstowe grimacing with pain, that slam just driving him down to the mat.
How egotistical is it for him to cover an opponent with one foot?
Cocky, very cocky. Young and braggadocious is King Kash.
It's likely he could have even gotten a pinfall if he would have sunk in and tightened up and... Oh, here we go, Adam.
Fired up! Adam Thornstowe, look at that! Big slam by Adam Thornstowe.
King Kash, he's in trouble. Thought that was a 3 count.
Adam Thornstowe known for that top rope double stomp. Also the tombstone pile driver. Could he be setting him up? Oh! Looks like he's working on the head and neck, Matt.
One. Very close. He is on a roll.
Adam Thornstowe pulling from the crowd, pulling their excitement, giving them energy. Look at the intensity of Adam Thornstowe.
Look at this. Holy cow. Discus elbow.
Is that it? Oh, I thought that was it. It does not get any closer than that. King Kash, so close to pulling out the upset on Adam Thornstowe.
Jim, I'm almost speechless watching this match. I'm caught up in the match. Sometimes I'm missing these calls because I'm watching the match. These guys are putting it all on the line.
This is Breakthrough Pro Wrestling. People want to break through to the upper echelon. Both these athletes giving it all they can. Referee Dominic Hess doing the 10 count. You have a 10 count to get up and break the count. You must be up on your knees.
What do you think about those boots? We just saw him deliver a kick to the head. Do you think the hook on that boot, do you think that's legal?
You know, clearly it was passed by the referees here in Breakthrough Pro Wrestling, but we've seen loaded boots like that before. We'll have to keep an eye on that in the future. Oh, my vicious right! Uppercut by King Kash.
vicious kick. Ladies and gentlemen,
Adam Thornstowe going up the high red district. Oh, and he paid for it.
one thing about Kash, he will do anything, and I mean anything, to pull out that win.
We've seen it so far. What depths will King Kash go to get a victory over the 2015 King of the Indies?
They're in a dangerous situation right here. Big fall. What's Adam up?
Oh my, is this it? There he is! The double top rope full stop!
Oh my goodness. Adam Thornstowe with a double stop.
And the crowd loves it! They are electric here! They are electric for Adam Thornstowe, and they are electric for Breakthrough Pro Wrestling!
What a showing for the 2015 King of Indies. Reno Scum, Adam Thornstowe tonight for Breakthrough Wrestling.
And the crowd showing their appreciation, throwing streamers for Reno Scum, Adam Thornstowe, victorious tonight over King Kash. And I'll tell you what, I don't agree with his political stances. I don't agree with him hating America, but begrudgingly, you got to give King Kash credit. He gave Adam Thornstowe everything he had.
You guys tell him and tell him and tell him.
We are telling him, Adam Thornstowe.
We're trying our best. I hope he keeps that in the ring, because I don't want him coming over here challenging us.
Well, the Persian prodigy heads back to the drawing board. A great first time out, and I gotta say, he may have lost, but he did impress.
Very much so. He impressed me. Like you, wasn't super familiar with him. I've seen him wrestle a few times. 20 years old. King Kash showed us what he's worth today, even in defeat. Adam Thornstowe, 2015 King of the Indies winner.
And we'll see what that means in the bracketing for the upcoming Breakthrough Pro Wrestling Tournament. I'm Jim Valley, along with the expert Matt Farmer. We have more action coming your way next.
Adam Thornstowe, King Kash in great action. Never before seen. We hope you enjoyed it. We know it's a little bit dark, but it was a terrific night of wrestling action. Thanks to Jim Valley and Matt Farmer for doing a great job calling all the action. As we mentioned earlier, Adam Thornstowe has decided to retire from professional wrestling. And the reason is not because of injuries, but because he's a man who has decided to put his family first. That's right. Adam has said that it's hard to miss his kids' soccer games or other activities, so he's putting them first and wrestling second. A man who has his priorities right in life. And Adam, we admire you for that. Thanks for all the hard work that you put in Portland Wrestling. We appreciate it. The fans appreciate it. And you will live on here in Portland Wrestling 2000s. That's all the time we have. Be sure to subscribe and like the channel so you don't miss a moment of great wrestling action here on Portland Wrestling 2000s. As we say, that's wrestling. Wrestling the way it should be.